This is a story of how one Reddit user created chaos throughout the University of California system. For the purpose of the story, all usernames will be blacked out. And I'd like to preface this by saying, for me, I'm neutral in all of this. I go to Stanford, and there is a notion that I should despise everything and anything to do with UCB, but I'm staying neutral in all of this because it only concerns the UCs. However, I am chronicling this story because it is hilarious, and if it is a troll job by the user, good job to them, because it made my day when I first saw it. So, this story starts on March 31st, 2019. A user, let's refer to them as B, posts in r/applying to college with the title, "Tired of people thinking certain schools are better than Cal," and writes, "Okay, so I saw a thread earlier that listed a few schools such as Dartmouth, Cornell, Brown, Northwestern, Duke, and Rice, lol, ahead of UC Berkeley. And a fellow bear pointed out how ridiculous the notion is that these schools are anywhere near the level of Cal. I just wanted to reiterate the point. Those schools are nowhere near UC Berkeley's level. Let's be honest here, UC Berkeley is simply much superior to these schools in most fields, and it's crazy to think that they are comparable. To think that US News is the definitive authority on this issue is insane. They don't know what they're talking about because Berkeley is way better and more respected across the country than any of those schools." It goes on after that, but that's the main gist of the post. The post quickly becomes downvoted and the comments are mostly negative. One user asks, "Why are you so insecure?" Another writes, "When you get denied from Stanford?" B then posts on the same day, "Anyone who has anything bad to say about UC Berkeley," and writes in the post, "is probably still salty about their rejection. Let's be real here. This sub constantly hates on Cal and it's really annoying. Lol, there. You'll be just fine at a lower ranked school, LMAO. Keep hating on us though. They hate because they ain't us. Go Bears." This is just setting the scene for what is to come. A year later, on June 20, 2020, the first event hits. B posts to r/UCSD, "PSA to UCSD students from the Berkeley community." The post reads, "Recently, a meme was shared to our subreddit outlining a dismissive and disrespectful act that often many non-Berkeley students are guilty of. Please, do not refer to Berkeley as UCB. This is not the proper way to refer to the University of California's original and flagship campus. Cal, Berkeley, or UC Berkeley are all proper and acceptable ways to say it. UCB, on the other hand, is not. As the system's most prestigious and respected campus, we feel that it is important to honor and maintain an appropriate level of respect for our university's name. We feel that UCB cheapens our brand and doesn't emphasize the incredible prestige associated with Berkeley. While it may be acceptable to refer to all other UC campuses in initialisms due to their lack of recognition and prestige, this is not acceptable for the flagship and most well-known campus, and we therefore request that you cease using the name UCB to refer to our school. Thank you. TLDR, don't say UCB when referring to Berkeley." It was then posted again, but to UCLA, and then UC Davis, and then UC Irvine, and then to the rest of the UC schools. The same post, copy and pasted to every UC subreddit. Now, if you assumed that these subreddits did not take kindly to these posts, you would be correct. I could chronicle every single reaction to this drama, but I will share some of the best, starting with UC San Diego. A moderator comments in response, "Recently, a post was shared to our subreddit outlining a dismissive and disrespectful act often many UCB students are guilty of. Please do not refer to UCB as Berkeley. This is not the proper way to refer to the University of California's most stuck-up and self-obsessed campus. UCB, Berkeley College, or simply just Berk are all proper and acceptable ways to say it. Berkeley, on the other hand, is not. As the system's least interesting and respected campus, they feel that it is important to honor and maintain an appropriate level of respect for their university's name. We feel that Berkeley cheapens their brand and doesn't emphasize the incredible vanity associated with Berkeley. While it may be acceptable to speak this way with other UCB students due to their egotism and lack of self-awareness, this is not acceptable for the flagship and most well-known subreddit, and we therefore request that you cease using the name Berkeley to refer to their school. Thank you. TLDR, don't say Berkeley when referring to UCB. Another UCSD student writes, WTF, I'm literally crying and shaking right now. I have been referring to Cal as UCB, censored out of respect, my whole life, and I had never known about the offensive history of the name. I'm sorry to everyone who was offended by this, and I simply want to say that my mistakes was from a position of ignorance rather than hate. I hope to never use the term UCB, censored out of respect, ever again, and I want to apologize to everyone who I hurt for my inexcusable actions. Another user comments, this gotta be a joke, to which B responds, look, whether you believe it to be a joke or not, the only thing you should take away from this is that UCB is not the proper way to say the name. I hope you at least recognize that. Another user responds, I'll call y'all UCB if I want. UCB, UCB, does that upset you? To which B replies, not necessarily, but it's disrespectful to Cal and won't gain you any friends who went to Cal. UCLA responds simply, a UCB comment chain erupts, and users explain why they chose UCLA over UCB. UC Irvine responds with a, LMAO, it's true that all the UCB students are pretentious. Another student comments a write-up that states, listen to the original poster. I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you from someone that actually has a bachelor's degree already. It's cute that you're 18 and very proud you attend UCB. But I'm sorry to say that feeling is not mutual. UCB does not care about you and could not care less if you fail out. You are a number to them, and a number they're making a lot of money off of to support what they actually care about, research. So enjoy your tens of thousands of dollars of student loan debt for what is literally the same quality of education, if not worse, because UCB is more invested in research, even more than UCI. UC Riverside responds with a simple no heart emoji. UC Santa Cruz seems to wonder if it is a serious post. One user writes, for a hot second there, I thought this was a serious post. And another response, he posted it on every UC subreddit and I still can't tell if they're serious. UC Merced responds with a okay UCB Karen. And another user writes, from now on, I'm exclusively referring to Berkeley as UCB. Thanks for the help. A graduate of Merced comments, what? Is this a joke? Can a mod fill me in here? I graduated from UCM 2015, so I may be out of the loop. Do people honestly feel that UCB is the most prestigious and respected campus out of the other campuses? For my personal knowledge, prestigious and respected individuals can come from any campus, even Farmers Land UC Merced. Someone smells like a troll here. This user was obviously confused by the whole ordeal, and UC Santa Barbara responded with a simple UC be gone please. And throughout all of this, B has been responding to the commenters. In response to a meme that was posted, B writes, I made the original post. It honestly isn't trying to be stuck up, but I guess it's been interpreted that way. It was an idea that sprung from a meme shared on our school sub recently that highlighted the cringiness of people calling the school UCB. That's officially never been the name of the school in its 152-year history. I don't why people insist on calling it that before I even made the post. One user commented, hope you see that the whole notion of creating a bot to be pretentious and gatekeep is just no. On the other hand, if it was a joke and all in good fun, that's another thing, but this whole post point to the contrary. B responds, whatever dude, you probably don't know how to program one anyways, in reference to the UCB bot. In response to a user whose dad is a UCB alum, who said he still calls it UCB, B responds, really? Your dad calls it that? I find that hard to believe. In response to, is this a troll? B responds, no, it's just a simple request. Now, if you thought it ended there, you would be wrong, because everybody loved these and the memes started. Petition to refer to UC Berkeley as UCB on the subreddit from now on was posted in UC San Diego's subreddit. Another one from UC San Diego subreddit also. Bearboy single-handedly united all the non-UCB subs. Never thought I'd die fighting side by side with another UC subreddit. What about side by side with a friend? Hey, I could do that. As the horde spams UCB. Another one. Nothing to see here, just your typical UCB meme. An abundance of chaos and tragedy through 2020. UCB. That was posted in the UC Santa Barbara subreddit. And another one posted in the UC Santa Barbara subreddit. UC really do be like that though. Every other UC, we make fun of each other, but it's all banter. Crying Doge to the right, UCB. Guys, stop calling us UCB. It's disrespectful. And that's it. Now you know the story of how the University of California system subreddits went into chaos for a few weeks. And whether or not this person was a troll or not, it seemed like this person was not. But if they were, good job to you. You did a really great job making a lot of people laugh that day. And you probably put the term UCB into our quotes for the next few decades for us to laugh at whenever we see somebody that knows about the meme, because this was a really funny day. But that's it. Thanks for watching the channel. If you like more content that's related to college or educational videos, I like to make those videos. And if you want to, you can subscribe and like. I really appreciate the support. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.